So far, we've talked about ITAM maturity, where your organization stands, and what steps you can take to improve. But how do you actually measure progress? That's where key performance indicators come in. Without the right metrics, you're flying blind. You can make changes to your ITAM process, but how do you know if they're actually making a difference? Are you saving money, reducing risk, increasing efficiency? KPIs give you concrete data to answer those questions. Some IT teams think of IT asset management as something they just have to do, a box to check off so they can get through audits or keep track of purchases. But when done right, ITAM and ITAM isn't just about knowing what you own. It helps you make better decisions. For example, if you can accurately forecast end of life for assets, you can replace them before they start causing performance issues. If you understand utilization rates, you can reduce costs by eliminating underused hardware and software. And if you have good audit and compliance data, you can avoid expensive fines and prevent security breaches. Each of these areas are measurable, and tracking the right KPIs ensures that you're making informed decisions. So let's go through some of the most important IT Asset Lifecycle Management KPIs and why they matter. Number 1, asset utilization rates. This is a big one. How often are your assets actually being used? This matters because underutilized assets are wasted money, and overutilized assets are more likely to fail prematurely. If you have hundreds of laptops but 20% of them are sitting in storage, that's money that could have been spent elsewhere. The same goes for software licenses. Why pay for subscriptions that nobody's using? Tracking asset utilization helps you identify and decommission unused assets, shift underused assets to departments that actually need them, and optimize software licensing to avoid unnecessary renewals. Number 2, total cost of ownership per asset. Every asset has a price tag, but the purchase price is just the beginning. This matters because a cheap device might cost you more in maintenance, support, and downtime, and a more expensive asset might last longer and require fewer repairs, making it the better investment. Of course, every case is different. Now, total cost of ownership includes the initial purchase price, the maintenance and support costs, the licensing and software fees, energy consumption, and end-of-life disposal costs. Number 3, compliance and audit scores. If your organization is subject to regulatory requirements, you already know that compliance isn't optional. Non-compliance can lead to huge fines, legal trouble, and reputational damage. And poor asset tracking means you don't know if you're compliant until it's too late. The key compliance-related metrics to look out for include percentage of assets meeting security compliance standards, the number of missing or unaccounted for assets, the time required to prepare for an audit, and the number of audit failures or security incidents. If your compliance scores are low, it's a warning sign that your ITAM process isn't doing the job. Number 4, asset downtime and maintenance costs. Every time a critical device goes down, it impacts productivity. Frequent failures means you're spending too much on emergency repairs. Poor maintenance planning means downtime disrupts business operations, and without proactive tracking, assets break down sooner than they should. Tracking downtime helps you identify which assets are most prone for failure and need replacement, predict when assets will need repairs instead of reacting to breakdowns, and reduce emergency costs by implementing preventive maintenance. Some companies don't track downtime at all, which means they have no idea how much money they're losing due to IT failures. Number 5, end-of-life forecasting accuracy. Nothing lasts forever, so how well are you predicting when assets need to be replaced? Replacing assets too early means wasted money, but replacing assets too late means downtime, security risks, and inefficiencies. A well-managed ITAM program must be able to predict the expected lifespan of an asset based on historical data, plan for refresh cycles to avoid last-minute budget surprises, and track when warranties and support agreements expire so you're not caught off guard. Without the right metrics, ITAM is just a reactive process. You'll find yourself constantly putting out fires. But with strong KPIs, it becomes a proactive function, helping you cut costs, improve efficiency, and reduce risk.